Hello, children. It is a pleasure to have you at VivlioSyn. Just as reading is important, writing about what you've learned from it is also important. So, today I shall give you a few pointers on how to write a book review. Before that, I'd like you to understand the difference between a synopsis and a review. A synopsis is a summary or an outline of the story. A review is a critical analysis. First, ask yourself what is the genre of the book. Is it a funny one or a tragedy? Is it dramatic or quirky? Is it a mystery or an adventure? Here is where a synopsis comes handy because it tells us the story, but that's not the end of it. Now, ask yourself, what did I dislike most about the story and the plot and why? For example, I loved reading Geronimo Stilton's Alien Escape because it is a very funny book, especially the part where they capture the blob. Humor is a device that most writers use to retain the interest of the reader, and I have substantiated this by giving an example from the book. Another example could be the plot of A Long Walk to Water, where Linda Sue Park, the writer, juxtaposes the lives of two characters, one a real person and the other a fictional one, and in living in the same country but at different times. How interesting is that? But it is not always that we will find something very interesting. And we can actually say that. Like, for example, in A Wrinkle in Time, I found the ending to be very abrupt. This was a bummer because I was finding the story very interesting until this point. 3. Ask yourself who was the most favorite or least favorite character of yours and why. George in Enid Blyton's famous 5 series is one of my favorite characters because I find her to be gutsy even though she can be impulsive at times. Then, Geronimo Stilton is someone that doesn't appeal to me because I find him to be entitled, lazy, and not fit to be the captain. Jack and Annie from the Magic Tree series are brave and very curious, intelligent children who are always ready to go on an expedition. So, these are some of the examples. Ask yourself what the character is about. Does the character inspire you or is it just blah? Next, ask yourself what are the themes in the book. Use excerpts and give examples from the book to describe this. For example, Jack in The Janitor's Boy is bullied because he's a janitor's son. Now, is such kind of behavior to be allowed in school? Ask these questions as you read the book. These will give you the themes in the book that you can describe. And finally, what have you learned from the book? The Butterfly Lion is a love story between a human and an animal that conquers time and distance. This teaches us to be compassionate towards animals. On the other hand, books such as Wonder and Fish in a Tree talk about inclusivity and how we can help others overcome challenges such as dyslexia. Every book that we read will teach us something even though we already know it. Then rate the book on a scale of 1 to 5 and mention if you would recommend it to others. I hope these pointers have been helpful and I look forward to reading more meaningful reviews from all of you. Happy reading!